Welcome to Total Payroll. A lot has happened since a handful of Club Pilates owners asked me to create a faster, easier, and more accurate way of doing payroll. So today I thought I'd show you some of the features and benefits of the ever more advanced Total Payroll. What you're looking at here is the dashboard page of Total Payroll. I've disguised some of the names of employees and clients and the studio name, but other than that, this is what you'd see when you open the application. Let's just take a moment to show you what's needed to perform payroll. These four orange tabs here require reports from your Club Ready back office program. The first tab here requires the booking events log. The second tab requires the gross detail report, and the time clock payroll report goes in here. And if you're doing retail commissions, I need the commission report pasted in here. So simply download them from Club Ready. Probably take you about 3 minutes. Pasting them into this program is simple copy and paste. Take you maybe another 3 minutes. And then finally, you make sure that the date set here is the first date of the pay period. Once you do that, your payroll is done because we've already got the pay rates and the commission rates and so forth programmed in here for you. So besides saving time, what's so great about Total Payroll? Well, Total Payroll is a custom-built spreadsheet application that is built specifically for Club Pilates owners and the nuances of how you do your payroll. Some owners pay for each class and then give a premium for each student in the class. I call this threshold pay. Some pay employees based on a chart or a schedule of rates depending on their class size. Then there's different ways to pay for private and semi-private classes, and some studios pay for demo classes and some don't. When it comes to membership commissions, let me scroll down here, those can vary as well. I've seen some owners pay a flat rate for annual memberships, and some pay a percentage. Some only pay that percentage on the first month, and some pay it for the whole total bill. When it comes to retail commissions, some owners pay a percentage on any product sold, and some want a different rate for discounted products, or maybe even a third rate for drastically discounted products. So Total Payroll allows you to adjust accordingly. What I've done here is I've built an engine that I can tailor to each studio's specific needs. I don't know what you value your time at, but if your payroll is taking 2, 3, 4 hours twice a month, then your payback is often less than 2 or 3 payrolls. But what about mistakes? Well, once we have Total Payroll dialed in for you, there's few human mistakes that can be made. So long as you have the right reports with the right dates in the right tabs, and as I mentioned before, that the date at the top is correct, and then also that you've had me program the things that you pay, the packages that you pay commissions on, then there are no mistakes. And then if an employee disputes their paycheck, Total Payroll has several ways to visually track down the discrepancy. First, there's the pay slips. This would be where the employee's name is, and it gives all the information from their paycheck, their whole detail, breaks it all down for them. Secondly, back on the dashboard, you can see the amount of demo classes or regular classes, or how many members exceeded their threshold, and so forth. So you can easily backtrace that way as well. But I've got a third way here for the instructors, and I think is really cool, and I hope you do too. This is the class sizes tab, and I've built a schedule matrix here for each employee. So the employee's name would be here, and each day has its own column, and each hour of the day has its own row, and we can see where the classes are. These red and green boxes are regular classes. The red ones have exceeded that employee's threshold, so you're paying a little bit more on that, and the green ones have not exceeded threshold. You'll also see yellow ones for demo classes, and I don't think this one has any in it, but if it did, you'd see blue blocks for the privates and semi-privates as well. And then at the top of each employee matrix is a breakdown of what they had, how many classes they had, how many members they served, how many members exceeded the threshold, and so forth. So this makes it extremely easy to trace down any problem that an employee has with their paycheck. But wait, there's more. I continually ask myself, if I were a Club Pilates owner, what information would I like to know about my business, and is the data already here in the payroll reports to ascertain that information? I'm committed to a continual improvement of total payroll and can't wait to show you what I've built for you that will help your studio earn more and reduce expenses. So we're going to click here on the Analysis tab, the green Analysis tab. I'm going to scroll down here and start at the bottom. Here you can see under How We Are Doing portion, you can learn what your average class size was, how many members you served, how many classes you had, and just below you can see what your cost per student and your cost per class was. I think these two numbers in particular are important, and you'll probably want to track them from pay period to pay period to see whether you're getting better, more efficient, or less efficient, right? To the left we have utilization. And what I would want to know is to what extent I am utilizing my existing staff and classes. In other words, of the classes we had in this prior period, how full were they? And then I ask if I could theoretically fill every hour that the studio is open with a class, what percent would we be filling? So as you can see here in this example, we're filling 70% of the classes, and we're only filling 35% of the studio. Just below here we have the same information, but in revenue dollars. So now we know what our total revenue per class was and our total revenue per hour that we were open or operating. Now, an important comparison would be, I now know what my total cost per class was, and I now know what my total revenue per class was. Isn't that interesting to see the ratio between these two numbers? Over here to the left, we have utilization breakdown by employee. And again, those wingdings are really employees' names, just disguised. So we can see who consistently fills their classes and maybe who needs some improvement. Above is the part that really jazzed me. Let me show you. What if we could look at the whole schedule by the hour and for every day in the pay period, and with help of some color coding easily see what hours of the day seem to do pretty well and what hours the attendance was soft. We can not only do that for hours of the day, but we can also do it by day of the week. So as you can see here, we're looking at maybe Tuesdays is a little soft, isn't it? So we need to do a little bit of work here. And when we look at the hours, these early morning hours seem to be soft, but mid-morning seems to be doing quite well. And then the evening is kind of a mixed bag. What a powerful tool this would be to put on your manager's desk every 2 weeks and sit down and have a discussion as to how we can adjust the schedule for better yield. So that's total payroll, folks, and I hope you like what you've seen with the package. If you're interested in learning more, please reach out to me by email or Skype, or my phone's right there. If you have any suggestions as to how I can make total payroll even better, I'd love to hear them. I will build your custom total payroll for $499, and there is a small subscription and support cost of $29 per month. So stop dreading the horrendous task of doing payroll every 2 weeks, and let me reduce the task to 10 or 20 minutes, maybe even less. And now with the bonus of being able to analyze your business, what's stopping you from picking up the phone or sending me an email?